Vanakkam, Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. Shandisri Ma'am, most respected Dr. Kanakasabhavati Ji, respected Dr. Shashikala Ma'am, and all respected professors and students, my humble pranams to all. I think I am the odd man out.
No, sir, I'll join you. I'm not a scholar like that.
Because all the three, including Honorable Chair and two speakers, are well versed in Tamil literature, especially Tirukkuṟaḻ. Though I am from Kerala, once a part of Tamilagam, but I feel ashamed to say that I don't know Tamil. I feel ashamed. That is the strange situation through which we all are passing through after our political independence. It could have been easy for me to understand Tamil. I am emphatically saying it would have been easy to understand Tamil if I have got an opportunity to, I am not mentioning about learning Tamil, if in my college and schools, Sanskrit, if it would have been made a compulsory subject, I could have easily understood Tamil. That is my take about that. But we all are deprived. We all are being betrayed, I would like to say. We are not allowed to learn what Bharat is. As Mahatma Gandhiji once said, without knowing Sanskrit, you cannot know Bhagavad Gita, and without knowing Bhagavad Gita, you cannot know what Bharat is. That is what which I would like to say in the beginning itself. As Shashikala ma'am in her scholarly presentation has mentioned about Leo Tolstoy, I would like to mention Mahatma Gandhiji himself, that he came to know about Tirukkuṛaḻ through Leo Tolstoy. So, how far he has to go up to Russia, and he came to know, Russia means not from Russia itself, from Leo Tolstoy he came to know about Tirukkuṛaḻ and also came to know about Ahimsa. Ahimsa has been already mentioned by, that is the main cardinal principle in which Tirukkuṛaḻ was constructed, that Mahatma Gandhiji came to know about that great principle from Leo Tolstoy. Valluvar pierced an atom. That is what which I heard, that I learned from Avaya's teaching. She told once that Thiruvalluvar pierced an atom and injected 7 samudras into it and compressed it in the form of Tirukkuṛaḻ and presented it for the whole world. That's it. 1330 verses, Kurals, in which everything is there. Everything. Some used to say that he has mentioned only about dharma, artha and kama, aram, purul and impam. Many of the scholars are not saying that he mentioned only about 3 of the 4 purusharthas. If you go deep into the verses, especially in the dharma part, you will come to know that the underlying principle was to attain moksha. It's very clearly mentioned in that. In that way, Tirukkuṛaḻ is teaching us about moksha also, how to break the circle of births. Actually, when we are learning about moksha, what is the main principle of moksha? What moksha is? Moksha is breaking of the birth circle. There should be one stone to block the birth path, again and again getting the birth, no matter whether it is Manushya birth or the animal's birth. But we want to break that. We want to go beyond that. Valluvar was always saying that particular aspect in many of the Kurals. Many of the Kurals. So I want to confine myself in that moksha part of Tirukkuṟaḻ. Many of the Tamil experts sitting here may be a bit surprised, rather not shocked. I would like to concentrate upon that. We cannot see a special part in the name of moksha. I don't know what is the Tamil word for moksha. Veed. Aram, Porul, Imbam, and Veed. Veed is not there. Dharma is not there. It's okay. But Thiruvalluvar feels that the disciplined life on the basis of Dharma and attaining Artha and enjoying Kama on the basis of Dharma will yield heavenly bliss in this world itself. So the moksha is to be experienced in this very world. That is what which Kural is all about, I would like to say. Swami Shivananda, Divine Life Society, has once mentioned about this particular aspect, I quote, Valluvar took up the first three of the Purusharthas, or the fourfold objects of life, namely Dharma, Artha, Kama, and Moksha, is given by the Vedic rishis. He presented them in the three sections of the Tirukkural, known respectively as Aram, Porul, and Imbam. He left out moksha or liberation for the simple reason that when the first three are set in order, the final state of God realization is attained naturally. He also recognized that moksha is to be realized, not just discussed. Unquote. It is to be realized, moksha. It is actually moksha is not a topic of intellectual debate or discussion. It is to be realized. That in that way only, Thiruvalluvar has put it very clearly. However, we find that Thiruvalluvar speaks about moksha in so many Kurals. I would like to select only 4 or 5 Kurals. Kural 10, that is in the Tirukkuṟaḻ, the last verse of the Tirukkuṟaḻ. He, I'm sorry, those who are sitting here in Tamil from Tamil Nadu, they may be a bit annoyed to hear my Tamil pronunciation. Piravi Perunkadal Nintuvar Nindar, Iraivan Adisera Tar. Excellent, okay? So thank you.
Yeah, you got a certificate.
From a Tamilian. The sea of births, they alone swim, they alone cross, who clench his feet and cleave to him. Those who contemplate the Lord's feet will cross the sea of birth. That is my point. Cross this sea of birth. Crossing the sea of birth or breaking the circle of birth is moksha. So he was mentioning clearly about moksha in that final verse, Kural, in the first chapter itself. And here I would like to relate it with the great Jnana Bhakti Karma Raja Yoga also. Many of you may don't like these type of interpretations, but this particular Kural, I see that the ultimate bhakti is needed. Ishvara bhakti is needed to attain that moksha is being said. That is a bhakti. And then comes karma. What is a karma sloka I would like to say? That is Kural 38. Kural 38. Virnal patamai nandratrin adaruvan varnal vali adakkum kal. Vali adakkum kal. It is already I have mentioned. The stone which blocks that vali, that road. Which road? Birth's road. What is to be done? Performance of good deeds. Karma is to be done. Good deeds, good karma, sat karma is to be done. Leaving no respite. You shall not take rest. Continuously, incessant doing good karma will alone secure release from the chain of birth. released from the chain of birth, is the stone that blocks the way to rebirth. Rebirth is not needed for me. If you want to get moksha, you have to come out of this birth circle. So here, incessant, without taking any rest, you have to do karma, not mere karma, good karma. Then you will get moksha. That is the karma yoga. And karma yoga, the 349th Kural, this all comes under the Aram part of the Kural. 349th Kural. பற்றற்ற கண்ணே பிறப்பருக்கும் மட்டும் நிலையாமை காணப்படும். What does it mean? Karma is to be done without any attachment. That's it. If you have got any attachment to the karma, what which Bhagavan has said in Bhagavad Gita, he has mentioned, I don't want to say that it will be a politically incorrect statement that Valluvar has taken all these principles from Gita. I am not saying so, but Gita also said about that. Gita also. Sangat sanjayate kama. Kamat krodho vijayate. Krodhat bhavati sammoha. Sammohat smriti vibhrama. Smriti bhramshat buddhinasho. Buddhinashat pranashyati. What is the beginning of that? Is sangatva. That is attachment. Thiruvalluvar is saying that you have to do good deeds, but without any detachment. That alone serves rebirth. All else will be एक प्रकार से transient, temporary. Permanent is moksha. To attain moksha, you have to do karma incessantly without any attachment. So these two couplets, I take it as from karma yoga to show you that Valluvar is saying about karma yoga also. And then I would like to mention about 356th Kural. That is about Jnana Yoga. Swami Vivekananda has clearly mentioned all these yogas are to be followed, done, all this, one or more or all, to attain the ultimate liberation, liberty, freedom, आज़ादी. अगर आपको आज़ादी मिलना चाहिए तो नारा लगाने से आज़ादी नहीं मिलेगा. आज़ादी मिलना है तो ये करना चाहिए. True आज़ादी. Each soul is potentially divine. The goal is to manifest this divinity within by controlling the nature external and internal. Do this either by work, worship, or mental discipline, or philosophy, by one or more, or all of these, and be free. Be free. So, Valluvar is also mentioning about that. In this 356th Kural, he was talking about jnana, through philosophy, how we can attain true jnana. கற்றின்று மெய்ப்பொருள் கண்டார் தலைப்பட்டுவர் மற்றின்று வாரா நெறி. Those who have assiduously learned to realize the truth. Truth के, सत्य के बारे में continuously ज्ञान के मार्ग पर जाना पड़ेगा. கற்றின்று மெய்ப்பொருள் கண்டார் தலைப்பட்டுவர் மற்றின்று வாரா நெறி. Those who have assiduously learned. So, jnana is necessary, ultimate. And then comes 357th Kural. I don't have much time. I know, though I am the chief guest, but our main person is sitting there. She will take the danda. So I will I will conclude. ஓர்த்துள்ள முள்ளது உணரின் ஒரு தலைப்பு பேர்த்துள்ள வேண்டா பிறப்பு. Again, வேண்டா பிறப்பு. Again, a mind that perceives the underlying truth of all matter and direct itself to the fountain of all truth need not worry about rebirth. Need not worry about வேண்டா பிறப்பு. It is not necessary to worry about the birth again. What is to be done? You have to go beyond the matter. Again, I think that I am not crossing the limits of the political correctness of this particular area. See, matter is not the ultimate. You have to go beyond the matter. एक प्रकार से नासदीय सूक्ता. So, you have to go beyond the matter and find out the truth behind this all creation through jnana. A mind that perceives the underlying truth of all matter and direct itself to the founder of all truth need not worry about rebirth. So again, moksha, it is to be attained through this jnana yoga. And then comes Raja Yoga part of this particular text. பிறப்பென்னும் பேதைமை நீங்கச் சிறப்பென்னும் செம்பொருள் காண்பது அறிவு. பிறப்பென்னும் பேதமை நீங்கச் சிறப்பென்னும் செம்பொருள் காண்பது அறிவு. Only those who realize the perfection, that is God, the unique reality, conquer the delusion of birth and rebirth. You have to find out the perfection, the purnata, krityata, the perfection. What is perfection? Perfection actually, it is God, or it is the unique reality. For that purpose, what is to be done? Yes, you have to control yourself, your mind is to be controlled, and you have to go beyond that. Then only you will find out the truth behind all these matters. Then only you will find out the perfection. Then only you can reach the unique reality of the whole creation. Then only. See, nowadays, the technology has developed to that level in which tech is conquering the human mind. Technology is against human selection capacity, election capacity, and all being sabotaged by the technology. There are a lot of discussions going on how to live in this era of AI. Many are saying, doomsayers are saying that within 10 or 15 years, human existence will be under question. There will not be. There are a lot of prophecies are coming from the technologist himself. So at that point of time, what is to be done? There is a great question. There are so many people answering to that also. Yet through Bharatiya way, or I would like to say, through a Tirukkuṟaḻ way, you can conquer, you can go beyond this AI menace, in which it is controlling our mind, sitting somewhere and controlling your mind. What is to be purchased, what is to be said, whom you want to vote and everything. Yuval Noah Harari, in his 21st Lessons of the 21st Century, he has mentioned about this. What is to be done? I have discussed all dangers of this new technology and everything. It has got positive side, but there are a lot of negative sides. But how to control it? Harari is saying that only one way is there. Before this elite sitting somewhere and controlling your mind, you have to control your mind. That's it, simple. So that what to do for that? He was saying meditation and yoga, that is the only way. Raja Yoga is the only way. Here in this, I found, as experts, our Kanakasabhavadiji and Shashikalaji was saying, each and every time when you are going through a 7-word couplet, 7 word, some are compound words, sir karte hai na, 1 or 2 words, okay. Tirukkuṛaḻ itself is a sir, Tiru plus Kural. So when you are passing through these 7 words, 1 Kural, you will find out new horizons of knowledge. It is opening, doors are opening. In that way, when I pass through this particular Kural, I found that it is actually saying only those who realize the perfection, that is God, the unique reality, conquer the delusion of birth. Not only delusion of birth, how to live properly in this whole world is being taught by Tirukkuṛaḻ. So in this way, Tirukkuṛaḻ is teaching us very clearly how to plow the field to how to attain moksha. How to plow the field. Everything is there. That's why Avayar said that piercing an atom and filling it, injecting it with the Sapta Samudra and compressing it in the form of Tirukkuṛaḻ and presenting it for the whole world. Everything is there. How to rule, how to govern a state. And many of you may know that particular chapter, the 55th chapter, is named as Chengoimai. Chengoimai is very much related to Chengol. Chenkol. Recently, Chenkol has been placed in the parliament also. So why it has been taken there, why it has been placed there, it is being clearly said in this 55th chapter of, I would like to quote only one kural. ஓந்துகன் நோடாத இறை புரிந்து யார் மாற்றும் தேர்ந்து செய்வதே முறை. The Kural instructs that a just ruler should carry out thorough investigations without favoritism, maintain objectivity, consult legal statutes, and then pass a fair judgment. One who has got the chenkol, one who is ruling the state with that dharma aram as the basis, that is known as chenkol. And again in another Kural it is being clearly mentioned that not with a weapon but with the chenkol you have to rule. Not with the veil but with the coal. What is veil? Veil is the physical material strength. What is coal? That is dharmic strength. That is needed. It has been clearly mentioned in 546th Kural. Veelentru vetri toruvadu mannavan kolathum kodata yenin. Not a spear but a straight spectre. Spectre means this coal, chenkol, is what gives a monarch his triumph. This has been clearly mentioned in our scriptures in another way in Sanskrit word that dharma is the most important thing, the supreme thing. After conducting the Vajpaya Yaga, the monarch used to say that Adandios me, adandios me. No one is there to give punishment to me, to control me, because I am monarch. But at that time, the Yajamana or the Purohita, the main Purohita, will come with a chamata stick and beat on his back of the monarch and say, Dharma dandios me, Dharma dandios me, Dharma dandios me. Here again, in Tirukkuṟaḻ, Thiruvalluvar says that the dharma danda is the supreme, not the veil or the sword or the weapon in your hand. One of the greatest poet who was once a leftist poet, his name was Malayalam poet, his name was Valluvar Ramavarma. He used to wrote so many poems and he has got so many awards. He, after much disillusion with that particular philosophy, he wrote a poem in which he said, I would like to, abhi tak humne Tamil suna, ab thoda Malayalam bhi suniye. Vaalallan samarayudam chanak chanadvanam muzhakkuvan avatallan manippan veena vaangichu njan. Karavalu vittoru manippan veena vaangichu njan. Vaal means sword. Sword is not my main strength or weapon. But instead of that, I sold out that weapon. And with that money, I have purchased a veena. So in that way, Karavalu vittoru manippan veena vaangichu njan. In the very same way, Thiruvalluvar is saying that veil is not in the hands of Muruga. Veil here is that which used. Someone will interpret in that way. He was not following Muruga. No. Veil means weapon, material strength or weapon. Beyond that, the dharma kol or chenkol is supreme. So everything is here, everything is there. But whatever it may, how much scholarly you are presenting, Shashikala ji, Kanaka Sabhapati ji, you are saying that it was very much to divinity, it was very much related to Sanatana Dharma. Some people are saying that no, you are trying to wear him with the Bhagava. These are the way in which people are saying. He was not a Sanatana Dharma. Sanatana Dharma is still dengue. Sanatana Dharma is still plague. Sanatana Dharma is still mosquito. ऐसा कहने वाले लोग तो रहते ही, अभी भी कहते रहते हैं. कहने दो, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं मेरे को भी प्रॉब्लम नहीं, आप लोगों को भी प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगा. But the thing is that this type of real picture, what Tirukkuṛaḻ says, is to be presented before the whole public with a strong feeling, with respect that, sorry to say, Thiruvalluvar is not a Tamil poet. Thiruvalluvar is not a Bharatiya poet even. Thiruvalluvar is a poet of the whole world. Namaskar, Vande Mataram.
धन्यवाद Nandakumar Ji. Within half an hour,